Good morning children. Today let us continue the chapter probability and let us see the short tricks involved while tossing the coin. So whenever you get the questions based on the coin, you can use the tricks in the MCQ questions. So let us see those tricks over here. So before getting into the trick involved in the coins, let us see the sample space we are having while tossing one coin, two coins, three coins and four coins. While you toss the coin one time, either you may get head or tail. Similarly, while you are getting the tossing a coin for two times, either you may get head in the first coin and head in the second coin, or head in the first coin and tail in the second coin, or tail in the first coin and head in the second coin, or tail in the first coin and tail in the second coin. So these are all the chances over here while you toss the coin two times. Similarly, the sample space is there for while you toss the coin three times and while you toss the coin four times. While you toss the coin three times, there are 8 possible chances over there, and while you toss the coins four times, there are 16 possible chances over there. Just like I told the formula for dice, here you are also having the formula to find the number of outcomes in the sample space. The formula is 2 power n. Since you are getting 2 outcomes while tossing the coin for one time, we are having the formula as 2 power n. When it is tossed for 2 times, you are having 2 power 2. So you are having 4 outcomes over here. Here, while you are tossing the coin for 3 times, you are having 2 power 3. So there are 8 outcomes. And while you are tossing the coin 4 times, you are having 2 power 4. So you are having 16 outcomes over here. So now you understood what is the sample space and what are all the outcomes you got in the sample space. Now to understand the trick, we are making 3 columns over here. First column is the number of times the coin is tossed. Second time the number of outcomes you are getting while tossing the coin. And third is the favorable outcome. Here the trick mainly lies over here. So when you are going to toss the coin for 2 times, the number of outcomes is 4, and here I am going to use the trick over here, that is I am going to use the number 11 square, which is equal to 121. So this I will explain afterwards. First you understand here always you have to write 11 square. Square you will be writing when you toss the coin 2 times. If it is tossed for 3 times, you will be writing 11 cube. If it is tossed for 4 times, you will be writing 11 power 4. And 11 power 4 is 14641. Now to understand the trick, let us toss the coin for 3 times. So when you toss the coin for 3 times, you have to check the table over here along the number 3, that is the tossing the coin 3 times. Along the number 3, 11 cube, the favorable outcomes are 1331. So in the first table column, I will be writing 1331. And for head, I will be writing 0 head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 heads. And for tail, I will be writing in descending order. That is first 3 tails, then 2 tails, then 1 tail, then 0 tail. This table you have to understand and make it in your rough column. Then it will be very easy for you. So first I am explaining again. Favorable outcomes you will be writing according to the number of coin you are tossing over here. Here I am going to toss it for 3 times. So what is the favorable outcome for 3 times? It is 11 square, which is 1331. So in the first row I am going to write it as favorable outcomes, which is nothing but 1331. Second is head. First I will be writing 0 head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 head. Third row I will be writing tail. Tail is written in descending order, that is 3 tail, 2 tail, 1 tail and 0 tail. Now let us try to answer the question by using this trick over here. This table I have made for tossing 3 coins over here, so you should remember. Now probability of getting 1 head. Go to the column 1 head over here. Here is the column 1 over 1 head. What is my favorable outcome? My favorable outcome is 3. So my probability will be 3 upon 8. Similarly, 2 heads. Where is 2 heads? 2 heads is here. What is my favorable outcome? It is 3. So my answer will be 3 upon 8. Now 3 heads. 3 heads is here. What is my favorable outcome? My favorable outcome is 1. So my answer is 1 upon 8. Similarly, coming over to tails. What is the probability of one tail? So where is one tail over here? My favorable outcome is 3. So my answer will be 3 upon 8. Probability of 2 tails. Coming to 2 tails over here. My favorable outcome is 3. So my answer is 3 upon 8. Probability of 3 tails. My favorable outcome is 1. So my answer is 1 upon 8. So hope you understood this trick involved in finding probability of 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads and 1 tail, 2 tail and 3 tails. Hope it is useful for you. Now coming to the next question, that is at least. This is the question generally you make mistake in the exam. At least means minimum. That is minimum 1 head, minimum 2 heads and minimum 3 heads. Suppose if your question is at least 1 head. At least 1 head means minimum 1 head. I can have 2 head also and I can have 3 head also. So for at least 1 head, my probability will be probability of 1 head plus probability of 2 head plus probability of 3 head. Now you look into the table. What is probability of 1 head? Probability of 1 head is 3. What is probability of 2 heads? Probability of 2 heads is also 3. And what is probability of 3 heads? Probability of 3 heads is 1. Now just I have to add all the 3 values. 3 plus 3 plus 1. 6 plus 1 is 7 by 8. I written the total number of outcomes also as the answer. So my probability of getting at least 1 head will be 7 upon 8. Now coming to at least 2 head. At least 2 head means minimum 2 head. That means I can have 2 heads and 3 heads. So probability of 2 heads means 2 heads, my favorable outcome is 3. So 3 is the answer. And for 3 heads it is 1. So my answer is 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. So my probability will be 4 upon 8 which is equal to 1 by 2. Now coming to at least 3 heads. At least 3 heads means probability of only 3 heads. There are no heads more than 3. So my answer will be probability of 3 heads. What is the outcome of 3 heads over here? Favorable outcome 1. So my answer will be 1 upon 8. So this table will be more useful for you because generally you make mistakes in this question. At least. First you should understand the meaning of at least. At least means minimum. Minimum 2 heads. That means I can have more than 2 also. More than 2 up to the maximum 1. So you should do this carefully, and using this table it will be very useful for you to attend this question, especially the MCQ questions. Now we will move on to the next topic, that is at most. At most means maximum. So the question, again the same table is useful for all different types of questions. Now I have given at most 1 head. What do you mean by at most 1 head? Maximum 1 head. Maximum 1 means I can have 0 head also and I can have 1 head also. So what is the favorable outcome for 0 head? It is 1, and favorable outcome for 1 head is 3. So my answer will be 1 plus 3 and the probability will be 4 upon 8 which is equal to 1 upon 2. Now coming to at most 2 head. At most 2 head means I can have 0 head, 1 head and 2 heads. So favorable outcome for 0 head is 1, 1 head is 3 and 2 head is 3. So my answer will be 7 upon 8. Now coming to at most 3 heads. So at most 3 head means I can have 0 head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 heads. So write down the favorable outcomes over here. It is 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So my answer will be 8 upon 8 which is equal to 1. Generally in this question also you make mistake. You forget to take the probability of 0 heads over here. So at most means you should remember the meaning maximum. So maximum means at most 1 head. Maximum 1 head I should have. That means I can have 0 head also and 1 head also. Similarly for at most 2 head I can have 0 head, 1 head and 2 heads. And for at most 3 heads I can have 0 heads, 1 heads, 2 heads, and 3 head. So this table will be very useful. Just you have to see the favorable outcomes and write it over here. This trick is very useful to attend your MCQ questions. Instead of writing all the sample space and then finding out the answer, if you are going to remember this table and this trick is very useful to attend the MCQ question. Just like head, I can also write the same answer for at most 1 tail, at most 2 tail and at most 3 tail. In that case, I have to see the row of tail. So I have to see the favorable outcome according to the given table over here. Hope you understood this trick very nicely and you can use it in your MCQ questions.